Good evening. It's Wednesday evening once again, and kind of a special Wednesday evening because we have some activity going on. It's the IHS NBA Draft Edition. Your host will be coming on in a second, Mr. Winston Thornton. I'm just here along for the ride with him to discuss this and other issues that have come up over the past week and have been lingering over the past few months about our Falcons as well as our Hawks. Now, the Hawks are taking center stage tonight because of the NBA draft, and we're being the number one pick in the NBA draft. So, kickback, guys, is over the first round. We'll go over the first round and see what tidbits we can pick up as far as what other teams are going to do. Since we went first, all the drama was gone. We went first. And, you know, being first in the draft, having the number one pick in a down year, quote unquote, down year, is kind of lukewarmish at best. We're not the only ones. Oh, let me go ahead and link everybody here. We're not the only ones who have had bad drafts or drafts that didn't really yield great talent. We're not the only ones. You know, not every draft has a star or a person that's, you know, just standing, you know, just a big standout like Wembanyama last year, or Patrick Ewing back in the day, or Tim Duncan back in the day, or Hakeem Olajuwon, or Ralph Sampson. You know, not every draft has that. And it just so happened that we had the draft that didn't have much fanfare or anybody that was just so over the top good that people were trying to kill to get. But you had people that were just interesting enough to cause a stir, especially in our case. The Alex Sarr saga is something that, you know, the Alex Sarr saga is something that, you know, everybody, you know, was talking about and arguing about as to whether we would pick him or not. And while I'm here, I'm welcoming C-Dub. Come on in. How you doing?
I've been better. I have been super kicked in the nards by my fandom. My fandom I'm in an abusive relationship. I'm not joking about this, folks. You know, my fandom has been abused for many years, and I'm finally going to take a stand because these Hawks, they're jackasses. I mean, they can't beat me no more. I'm dead. I have no feelings anymore. We go out and draft French bread. We go draft Frenchie. And I know all you Hawk fans, we talk Hawks, y'all, as soon as the pick came through, y'all were clapping and doing Holy Ghost dancing because you got Ricochet. And I heard Damon say, we're not rebuilding. We can do this. As well as this wonderful radio station who said, now, can you imagine the great defense that we're going to have with Okongwu, Jalen Johnson, and Ricochet? One person asked the question that I was going to ask, are they going to stay healthy? Two of those jokers didn't. So, yeah. And besides, I spent the morning about having a heat stroke working on the car, getting the battery running, having to replace the alternator after that. So I still got my workout in, but man, I was worn out. So
Yeah, man, I didn't know that it had gotten that hot today.
oh my
Somebody said
God.
it was. They said it was 97 today, and I didn't know it.
John, I worked in the warehouse. I've worked in shops. I haven't worked outside where the heat just snuck up on me like that.
Yeah. Did you start early and then
Yeah.
during the course of the day, or what?
I started early because I was helping my daughter trying to get ready for work.
Oh, okay,
And
okay.
so it was like around 11-ish. It
Oh
felt
man.
good.
Hmm.
Man, by 1 or 2 o'clock, and then I'm working out. Man, that bubble gut, man, was real.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Whew.
Yeah, I
Hold
got
on.
up.
At my worst, though, I felt better then than I did listening to the Hawks broadcast.
Yeah, yeah. It. See, you guys know about me.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't. I'm not in the business of picking people for my team to pick because
I got you.
my teams always pick somebody different.
Mm-hmm.
Always.
Yeah.
Hawks, Braves, whoever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I say you need to get this, they'll go get that.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't really get involved in that because see now, like with football as well as basketball, the people who watch college basketball all the time, the people who watch college football all the time, they know various players that are noteworthy,
Mm-hmm.
hold records, set
Yep.
records, do this, do that on Saturdays, Fridays, and Saturdays.
Yep.
And they tell me basically who it is that needs to be picked and how things are supposed to go. And I judge those people that they have picked on Sunday or whenever
Yeah.
they play, whether it be the NBA or the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
I do my judgment and I assess their game performance in real life.
Yeah. I got you. I got you.
That's all I do. That's all I do.
Mm-hmm.
Because trying to keep up with all of this, man, shoot, you guys, you all can do that. But see, me, I rely on you guys to tell me
Mm-hmm.
what's coming. And
I
then
got
say,
you.
oh, okay, John Harris is coming. He what, 6'8"? Okay. What type of 3-point shooting does he have? 40% in college? All
Mm-hmm.
right. What is his how's his on ball defense? How's his off ball defense? Okay, all right. All right,
Mm-hmm.
well, stick him in. All
Mm-hmm.
right. Stick him in.
Oh,
We'll see
he
what we
likes
got.
Italian bread. Let's get him.
Yeah. And wow, come to the stage,
You.
Mr. Winston Thornton, my partner.
What's happening?
How you doing, boss?
Man, yeah, I fought through it. I fought through it today, man. But I told you, I gave you
Hey,
my word.
man.
I gave you my word.
Hey.
Look, I was so aggravated with the draft. I was about to go to bed, and then I saw John with the thing, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I gave my word I was going to be on the show. All right, let me get on the show real quick." So
Yeah, and Wilson, you stayed out of that sun, didn't you? You tried to.
Shit.
it'll sneak up on you.
The devil is a liar. I've been in the sun all day.
Man,
I was in the sun before the sun started sunning.
man, I tell you, because hey, the hottest that I've ever been at night was in Needles, California.
Ooh.
It was 2 in the morning, and it was 104 degrees at 2 in the morning. I got out, and I never will forget it because see, I was about 14 or 15, and we were going cross country, and I was gonna get out barefoot.
Oh.
Man, I put my toe hit that ground. Man, I started cooking immediately.
Oh, damn.
Ain't no way
Man,
in the world.
Oh.
You're a better man than me. I said, you're a better man than me.
man, it's not, look, I took it back now. I got back in the car, put a shoe on.
Hey, at least you got smart to do that, man.
Man, good grief. Because, see, I was going to have to walk across that concrete to get to the bathroom. I'd be done peed right here.
You just lost it right there.
If I had to do a number 2, it would happen right here, too.
It would have happened right there.
And it would have been cooking.
I ain't playing no games with them. That's about 2 napkins in my back pocket.
Because I'm telling you, man, that Death Valley, and I guess, well, you're in the is that the Mojave Desert or whatever out there? Whatever it is,
Mojave.
You in the desert.
Yeah, Mojave.
You in the desert. You are in the desert,
and you're not getting dessert.
No. But tonight, like I was saying in the beginning, we went on ahead and we drafted.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see Demon's show over there because I was getting ready for this one, and I decided tonight that I wasn't going to go over there and say anything in his show because I'm going to let the people, let the ones who were doing all of the fussing for the past couple of nights go ahead and get their fuss on and fuss out because you had all kinds of theories as to who was going to be selected. You had all kinds of theories as to what was going to happen with Trae Young and DeJounte Murray and all of that. So, hey, y'all can have it. Because, number one draft is not going to fix this team.
Oh, amen.
No matter who it was, one person was not going to fix this team.
Agreed.
So, in light of that, the staff, the general manager, the owner, his son, the advisors, these are the people that, unfortunately, and I have to put emphasis on unfortunately, we have to rely upon to do it right and get it right. And
yes, Mr. Cornyn.
I'm just going to tell you, I have no faith in them.
Me too.
Anybody else want to talk about it? Let me shut up.
Let me tell you. Guys, you ever had that, like, this is not going to be good feeling? And you're going, but maybe they can surprise me. Maybe they can just show that maybe I'm out of place. Maybe I'm the bad guy. And then these dang knuckleheads. I mean, when we got the number 1 draft pick, I'm going, that's pretty good. We got lucky. And I'm thinking, okay, here we go. Just find out the best player, pick them. There ain't no way to screw this up. And then I remembered, we the Hawks. We have an owner who's more concerned about pennies than dollars. The last couple of years, I've always said, watch what he's done. Watch what the teams have done. They've always made one move to get under that luxury tax line. And they go, oh, we're willing to go over it. You don't look at that. Look at the fact what they do. Because they've had exemptions, trade exemptions, to counter that money. They don't use them. And then the general manager gets on the radio station and goes, yeah, sorry, didn't want to work out for us. Tell me you're incompetent without telling me you're incompetent. And that's, if anything, what I was telling John when I got here, Winston, was this. I've been a Hawks fan because I live in Georgia. I believe in torture. I've been a Braves fan. I've been a Falcon fan. I've been a Hawks fan. And I don't really remember much times I go, man, I'm so glad I'm a fan of this team. Except for the Braves when they won them a couple of times. And, the Falcons with that Super Bowl run. And we almost did it, but then we all know what happens. So the Hawks, though, they've always screwed the pooch. Marvin Williams. We didn't need that Chris Paul or that Darren Williams. Sheldon Williams, when Billy Knight said, we're taking him, and everyone kind of laughed at us. So now, Landry Fields, you picked Ricochet. Now, can this guy be a good player? Maybe. Do I think so? Nah, because I now have to depend on our coaching staff, our GM, to build around this guy. And then I heard the guys going, oh, it's a rebuild. Well, here's the question. How do you rebuild? And maybe y'all could tell me, because maybe I'm just too close to the subject. How do you rebuild when you don't have a first-round pick for the next few years? Like 2 picks, I think. I mean,
somebody on their way out the door.
I mean, yeah, and not just that.
A whole lot of that. Somebody's on their way out the door. There's no getting around it. Now,
yeah, somebody's gonna lose a job.
Somebody heading out. Somebody getting traded. Now, there's no getting around it at this point.
Now, the guys on the block, when they were talking about it, they actually suggested that DeAndre Hunter and DJ are probably going to be in a package deal because of the fact that Hunter wants to go with Murray. So, and Ricochet primarily plays the small forward, so I don't think that's a big loss, to be honest with you. But the problem is when you got people saying in comments, hey, we just drafted DeAndre Hunter 2.0 with the number 1 pick.
I mean, like...
But now I will say this. I like what John said. This draft wasn't going to fix your problems.
At all.
But you remember how many times we were talking about, well, where would Edie go? He went 9th to the Grizzlies.
I mean, that would the Grizzlies really needed, though.
No. I agree. But what was it? One guy was trying to kill that pick going, why are they getting the guy? And the person countered him by going, he's going to be next to Jaren Jackson Jr. This team's about defense. They got players. All they needed was to upgrade the center. This guy is actually going to fit in perfectly. And the only person 2 people I thought about was you two, because y'all talked about Edie all the time. And to me, it's like this. Get a big man to at least solidify your rebounds and block shots. And I'm sorry, the guys you have, I don't like what we got, because if you're telling me Hawks DNA, haven't you had these turkeys long enough? They can't fly. Cut them.
I mean, like, to be honest, the Hawks taking this, man.
But they've always been this way. The Hawks have always been this way.
I don't get it. The Hawks organization does not make sense to me, because it was ass backward when you have the opportunity at the best player in this draft.
Mm-hmm.
And because he didn't want to work out for you, you decided not to draft him.
Yeah.
That makes absolutely no sense at all. When you could have said that, drafted him, knowing that other teams wanted him.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're talking about you're in a rebuild. Okay, this how you kickstart your rebuild with no capital. Because you sit there and you mortgage him, you get somebody to pay you a king's ransom, and then you have picks. Now you have players. This is how you do a rebuild when you don't have nothing to rebuild with.
Yep.
It's very, very simple. I don't get it. Don't get me wrong. Like what his name? Risasher?
Yeah,
Or
Ricochet.
Ricochet?
I
I
heard
don't know
two
how you say
different.
it.
Yeah, I just call him French bread.
Yeah, that worked. But
Frenchie. We call him
like
Frenchie.
he don't get me wrong, like he could be good because I mean, like he showed that he's very aptitude inept in scoring. All right, we see that, we know that. All right, but if you were gonna change your pick, wouldn't you change your pick to something that you actually really need?
Yes. Or Winston, solidify a weakness.
Exactly. That's what I said. Change
Yeah.
your pick to something that you need. You needed a center.
Mm-hmm.
You needed a legitimate two guard. You needed like I don't get why you got another um Jalen Johnson when you already have a Jalen Johnson on the team.
Oh, and here's
That,
the funny thing, Winston. They were saying on the radio, well, he'll be a great shooting guard. What?
how the man
That
Charles is like no, that's not no. It's like Ben Simmons. It's like Ben Simmons playing point guard when he's scared to
yeah.
cut. Like no, like just because you have talent and everything ain't for everyone. You gotta understand that it doesn't work like that. Everybody can't do everything, even though they have talent. That's
Mm-hmm.
why certain people are like LeBron. LeBron is 6'9", but he can handle the ball. He can play point guard. He can play shooting guard. He can play all five positions. Can't every player able to do that? Kobe.
Yeah, it's a rare
Kobe,
player. Yeah.
yeah, Kobe is a great shooting guard, but I would not pick Kobe to play point guard for me.
I mean, I know
I would.
Magic Johnson did what was able to play, but that was
He,
because the other centers wasn't that tall that he played at that time.
well, I mean that because Kareem had messed up his ankle when
Yeah,
he
I
went
know.
in that
Yeah,
phase. But
yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying? But when you got to think about like Magic was like 6'8", borderline
yeah.
6'9". So I mean, it wasn't like he was a small person in the first place. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
But like, I don't know. I don't know. Everything ain't for everybody. It's a very rare player, athlete that is able to cross over in position. You want
yeah.
position flexibility, but like for a man his height, what are you like 6'9",
Six, yeah,
6'10"?
6 or 6'8". I saw. I'll double check if you guys don't mind. I'll
Right.
check. It
But
won't
his
take me but
height
a minute.
would how he gonna go play shooting guard? Like I mean, come on, here, man. Did,
I know.
did, is
Well,
he is he able to handle the ball enough to be a shooting guard?
hold on.
That's
And
the
what's
biggest thing.
funny? Hold on. What's funny is they said, "Oh, well, he can't create his own shot, but you want him to play shooting guard."
If he can't create his own shot, why did you pick him number one overall?
Thank you.
Point blank period. If he cannot create his own shot, then he's not a number one overall pick worthy candidate. I'm sorry. I don't
Thank
care
you.
what position was. If he was a center, if he's a center, and if he can't sit there and get that ball in there and then go to work and get his own shot up, then he's not worth the number one overall pick. If he's a point guard, he can't orchestrate the floor of the game and keep everybody on track and get them easy shot. He don't deserve to be a number one overall pick. Like it's common sense thing. So if he can't create his shot, why did y'all take a number one overall? And then you just had JJ have a breakout season last year. And you got pretty much two of the exact same person.
All right, you ready for this? He's 6'8". He measures at 204 pounds. Wing player who fills a big need for the Hawks. He has two-way versatility. Has performed well since the lottery. He's a plug and play type of guy. This is what they're writing. I'm not me. Okay, my writing is a middle finger. But yeah, basically he's close to 6'9". High end, they're saying he's like a Chris Middleton with more defense. Low end, Trey Murphy the third. Really?
And that's worth the number one overall draft pick.
Okay, again, look at me. I'm the captain. No, this is why I said get a center. Get a guy who can man that center position because Clint isn't getting any younger. You could get, and you could still get rid of Clint. But who are you going to get now? Because now people are like, oh, well, Okonwu can be the guy. Okonwu got hurt at the end of the year. It's like everybody's pointing to Trey, but they're not looking at Jalen, Okonwu, Kobe Bumpkin, another guy. They all got hurt, Bay. All got hurt at the end of the year.
Mm, mm, mm.
And it's like, but yet they all want to look at Trey. And I'm going, dude, fix the problem. And the big problem is the center. If you address the center, a playmaking big, then you could go from there.
Mm.
That's why you
And
go
they're
get
like-
Saad.
Yeah, and by the way,
That's why you go get Saad.
and you get him, and if he doesn't show up for a workout, guess what? He's still yours.
Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. When it comes to team building, there's really three foundational pieces: your point guard,
Yep.
your center, and
Yep.
a wing. Those are your
Perfect.
foundational pieces. You
That's
have
right.
two. You have two point guards that that pretty much do the exact same thing, except but one play more defense than the other.
Yeah.
You got an aging center who got bricks for hand.
Yep.
What you say, John? When he coming out there, they put his hands on upside down, and then you had the emerging wing player, which is JJ. So if that's the case, this pick does not make sense at all. Because I mean, what what are you gonna do? I tell you exactly what it was. It's just like Phoenix last year when Phoenix took it and went and brought in Durant and brought in Bill to go along with Booker. You got
Yep.
three players that do the exact same thing. It's not
Oh, that
gonna
was
work because
yeah,
you don't
that
have
was
somebody to
ridiculous.
get them. Yeah, you don't have nobody to get them into the floor of the game, and they all ball dominant. You need a point guard to orchestrate it for them.
Yeah.
It's the exact same thing going on here. Y'all got two players that do the exact same thing.
A damn
How is that gonna work?
Yeah, a damn shame.
Oh, and by the way, guys, Ron was hilarious. Ron was hilarious at the We Talk Hawks draft pick when that happened. Go ahead, Ron.
I'm not
What's
no
going on, Ron?
wait a minute. I'm not
What's
no
going on,
sugar
Ron?
coach shit. That was some bullshit.
Oh God, this is awesome.
Y'all been knowing me for a long time. I know
Yeet.
talking like I said. That was some straight garbage juice. They're like a female that don't wash her ass for like a couple of years.
Oh God, no, he didn't. Sorry.
What?
I'm sorry, that got me. Go ahead, Ron.
Well, I told y'all. You know what? Now I told y'all, and well, excuse me, that I'm gonna stop starting like that. I'm gonna stop starting like that. But because I told y'all. But
I'm telling you now.
The funny part, Kool-Aid, the other day, do y'all trust the front office? Hell no. Because this bullshit.
And see this, okay, now, like I said, I don't go scouting, looking at people and recommend players and all that. That's the front office's job to go acquire the talent, talent acquisition, all that. That's a job. But we asked the question about the Falcons as well as the Hawks over and over and over and over again. Do you trust these people? Especially now, like I said, and I'm sticking this into my question, knowing that you are going to have to make multiple moves to make this team viable. to make this team a competitor. Are these the people that are supposed to be doing it? Because you've got people advising people who don't know what they're doing instead of the people who know what they're doing getting data to make a decision. Okay. Now, the first person they said, we got a capologist from Golden State. Okay.
Oh yeah,
now,
Omar. I like him. He's
now this is the problem.
Mhm.
Your owner already is saying that he didn't want to go over the salary cap. And you hired this capologist last year during the time that the owner said, I don't want to go over the salary cap. I don't want to be paying any money over the salary cap.
John. Mr. Wrestler said he's not afraid to go over the luxury tax.
Yeah, see, mouth say anything.
Exactly.
Mouth say anything. I'm looking at what you do.
John,
I'm looking at what you do.
John,
And see, okay, now what you did, you let go John Collins. You let go of Kevin Huerter. And John Collins was nothing more than to get up under the salary cap. You said that, okay, we'll be a better team without John Collins. We'll go and give 5 second-round draft picks for Sadiq Bey. Give 3 for DeJounte Murray. So now, if we were just like you said, C-Dub, we supposed to be rebuilding, but rebuilding with what? Now you got to wheel and deal people that nobody else wants.
But John, it like we shopping at Payless and not Walmart.
We not even shopping, Ron.
You
window shopping.
We buy one get one free.
Not
you window shopping.
Ron,
you're window shopping right now.
Ron, we at Goodwill.
We at
Goodwill.
You giving them too much credit.
I like that. I'll get that in a couple of weeks. As soon as I get a couple of checks, I'll get that in a couple of weeks. But then by the time you get a couple of checks, that money got to go to something else. Another bill popped up. That money got to go somewhere else.
When you be cleaning out your house, if you have a yard sale,
and don't nobody come buy shit.
Right. Don't nobody buy shit. You got to do what nobody wants.
Like, you know what make it work? This show you how unfavorable situation that the Hawks are in. Throughout since last night, you're seeing deals getting made, players getting traded. Mikal Bridges go to the Knicks. Couple other players. Then beginning of the draft start, players still getting traded. You sitting on 2 point guard. You don't know which one you're trying to move, whatever. But you haven't heard a lick about any type of trade talk.
Hey, Winston, what I'm hearing, they talking about running it back again this year.
Nope, they're not going to be able to. They got to move some guys to get under that line, buddy.
Yeah, Clint Capella about to go out the door. If they don't run it back, Clint Capella will go out the door. It could be a salary dump.
Look,
again,
the Hawks.
That's what I'm saying.
Look, the pick up the phone and call anybody and say, "Hey, I want this person. Hey, we got him over here. Do you want him?"
They probably tell you, and they probably on the other end of the line saying, "Yeah, no, I'm okay on that.
Right,
but good luck. I'm gonna pray for you.
I know I'm praying for you.
I'm gonna pray for you.
I hope it work out.
You know what? That's a good joke, man. I appreciate you calling me, Landry. Oh my God, guys, you ain't gonna believe this.
Hold on. Be quiet.
Everybody be in the
Put it on speakerphone. Hey, what did you say, Landry? Say it again. Well, I'm trying to get up off Trey and Clint Capella. Who you trying to get rid of? Like, come on, man. Everybody said that bust out laughing. Remember the movie Draft Day?
Mm-hmm.
And they took him calling and they put him on speakerphone and they said they laugh at his ass. They said it. That's exactly what's going on with Landry.
Because look,
Yeah, think about it. Like second round picks in the NBA, second round picks don't have no value. In all actuality, they ain't got no value, man.
but
Like
we
they get thrown around like dollars at the strip club. They don't have no value. It's very rare.
or
It's
even
very rare that you like food stamp. They don't have no value. you can't use a food stamp to get a hot meal. It don't have no
Exactly.
value. You know what I'm
You
saying?
can, yeah. You know, you show
But-
that off, you going, oh, okay, well,
It's
you see
very
that little
rare.
table?
right.
Right? Like, it's like trying to go to a restaurant. You done went to a 5-star restaurant and you done pulled out the food stamp card to pay for it. As you done ran up a $500 bill.
Right.
Like, no, that's not gonna work. They're gonna
Hey,
introduce
that's
you
gonna
to the
be
back
on the front. Hey,
and to those
Well,
dishes.
okay. Now, Winston, let me ask you about that. Let me ask you about that.
Winston's
Now,
cooking, man.
John, I tell you, like you can't buy hot food with the food stamp card. Ain't a whole lot to it.
No, I ain't talking about the food stamp
I know.
part.
Hold on.
I
So,
know.
Winston, I can't go in there and be like, I just want one rib. Rib. Just
With a
one rib.
Go ahead, John. Go ahead.
Yeah, hey, no. I'm not busting up the set. I'm not busting up the set.
No, you good.
I'm not busting up the set. But this is what I want to ask. For a franchise, say for instance, a franchise is rebuilt.
Mhm.
You're right too.
Would
You're definitely
those
right.
Yeah.
second round draft picks help you?
I mean, like, all right, look, the last player that came out in the second round draft pick. Matter of fact, like it might have been like the best second round pick of all time.
Yeah, Joker.
Yeah, Joker.
but you gotta do your
No,
research.
Joker.
That means
Exactly. Like when it, all right, look at it. This draft overall was weak. It was weak. From top to bottom,
Yes.
it was weak. It was very, very weak. So if you didn't get a stud in the first round, the
You should
best thing
have
you
it.
can hope for is either a glue player or a specialist at something. A
Yeah.
3-point shooter, defensive stopper, something. He had to be like a specialist at something.
Right.
But 9 times out of 10, they're probably going to the G League.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 9 times out of 10, because the draft is so weak. The draft is so weak.
But
Like look at the Lakers. The Lakers took and drafted what's that boy?
Dalton Connect.
Dalton, yeah.
Yeah.
The Ford.
I was surprised they didn't get LeBron's son.
If he's there tomorrow when they pick, he'll be a Laker.
Oh yeah. They
That's
gonna get LeBron's son.
They're not gonna. If he's around when they pick again at 54, he'll definitely be a Laker.
right.
But like,
John, I'd
go ahead, man.
rather draft people from Avondale High School than these motherfuckers.
Man, Ron's gonna rip Avondale when he passes away. Man's gonna be in the grave. He's gonna be like, make sure I'm buried next to the Avondale High School people.
I'd rather draft a homeless person from Atlanta than these motherfuckers. The whole they don't know how to draft nobody.
Yeah, it's not looking like they
The last
very adept in depth to get to drafting. Like I don't know. I don't know.
Well, here's the funny.
Yeah, go ahead. Well,
go ahead.
When you want, if you going, you know what this remind me of? This remind me of 2020 when Arthur Smith and Terry Fontenot got to Atlanta, and they said we're building to win now. This is not a rebuild.
Mm-hmm.
The whole time they was sitting there rebuilding for 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, they still technically rebuilding. That's 4 years later. That's what's going on with the Hawks.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't got no money. You don't have nothing of value. And you can't make nothing shake. And every chance that you get to make something shake, you sitting there picking outlandish things
Right.
that's not necessary for your team because your team foundation is messed up. You can't build on bad foundation. I'm sorry. If you
But
build on bad foundation, sooner or later the house will go and collapse on you. That's a structural engineering fact.
this, this remind me of when you got in trouble in school and they call your parents and your mama pick up the phone.
Oh, you already knew what time it was.
You already knew. But you don't know what time you were going to get that ass whooped.
But you knew it was coming though.
Oh, you dreaded it too. You dreaded it.
Right. So you get home, you start playing your video games or your toys. You get in the bath, you take in a bath, bam, your mama busting into the door. Motherfucker, I told you I wasn't gonna bust your ass. You thought I forgot, huh?
Damn, you were in the bath.
Shit, that's the worst one.
I know, man. I'm like,
you wait, that leather comes sliding down through the singing the song. You can't run because your feet soaking wet.
You in the bath.
You bust your head on the sock.
And God forbid you try to block it with your hand.
Right. Hey, but she told you wasn't gonna get that ass whooping. You ain't even know when you was gonna get it.
That's the worst
one. I know. Oh God.
It's the blows that you don't see that hurt the worst. That's how people get knocked out. That's exactly how people get knocked out. When they say
that mental.
when they sit there and say a boxer throws from many different angles and he know how to disguise his punches, it's the blows that you don't see coming that knock you out.
Right.
I promise you. Look at Tank Davis. He just knocked Frank Martin out with an uppercut that he never saw coming. Before he saw it, it already made his teeth click. He was gone. He was done for. The right over the top, that was just extra sauce on it.
Well, let's see now. I already know what was going to come, Wallace. Come on now.
Yeah, well, and
yeah,
that's small consolation for messing up a trap. Yeah. But let me what we go ahead, Ron. Go ahead, Ron.
It's like you dating a female that look good but cannot cook worth a damn.
Oh, hold on. Let me take this. I just saw the comment. May I? May I?
Thank you.
All right. Hawks fan, I've been in an abusive relationship for the longest time.
What?
My fandom has been getting beat down like you wouldn't believe. And let me explain. As a kid, I saw Dominique, and we got Lenny Wilkins, and I was like, oh my God, maybe this is the year we actually could do something.
Nope, they trade that ass to San
They trade Dominique, my homeboy, the guy I loved as a kid, for Danny freaking Manning. And I'm going to tell you, that was the beginning of a long list of hawking. And yes, these hawks screw up more things. Like I told Ron today, I actually can now look at the Michael Penix draft and go, I'll take that pick over what we just did. Because at least you went and got a quarterback. I may not like that you skipped out on defense, but you made sure now that your future's secure with the quarterback. Yeah, I hope to God he's ready when his number calls up. That's all I ask. Now, the Hawks, like Winston said, our foundation's messed up. We have no capital to rebuild. So everybody and their mama going, hey, this is a good thing. I have never heard so many of the We Talk Hawk fans literally change the dial as soon as this pick happened. Yeah, go ahead.
Tell John and Winston what I said on that.
Tony, yo.
Oh, this was great, guys. So Ron was making it clear. It was all about. It was all about just get a big man, get Sar. Okay. I don't care if he doesn't want to work out for us. Get him. And like Winston said, you could have gotten a haul probably.
Right.
We get to this pick. During the countdown, all the guys are going, man, we need Sar. Man, we really need Sar. Man, we need a big guy. Man, we really need a big. We really need a big. The Atlanta Hawks select Rick to just say, all of a sudden, you just heard the following. Well, he's the best shooter. He's going to be the best guard or small forward. He's going to be a 3 and D guy. This is going to give us an opportunity to get rid of Hunter now. He could play this. Oh, Hunter could come off the bench, and Yeka Konwu and Jalen Johnson and Richard. They already settled for failure.
No, what I say.
And hold on. And then Damon says, all right, I want to go around the room. What's y'all's thoughts? They gone through some people, and then they get to Ron finally. Ron is just silent. Takes a deep breath, and he goes, really? This motherfucker ain't shit. And they all in unison were like, but Ron. And he's like, no, but Ron, this is stupid. Get Sar, you make them give you an offer they can't refuse. And I was so clapping about it because I'm saying the same thing in the comments. And this is what's so frustrating. Hawk fans are abusive. And they're used to it. And it's like, no, we can get nice things. We got lucky with this first pick. Let's not settle for a 3 and D wing because we got all kinds of them on the bench. I mean, hell, you had Kool-Aid talking about how Vic needs to come back. Finchie, who is like a 68 in the NBA 2K. And I'm going, and he's like, this guy's going to be the secret to unlocking the Hawks offense. He can't play offense. He was playing in the G League so much.
John, this pick, yes. John, if you would have seen me on that show.
Well, I'm gonna go back and look. I'm gonna go back and look. Now that y'all done whetted my appetite, I'm gonna go back and look now.
John and Winston, that just pissed me the fuck off. Because
I ain't even a Hawks fan. I'm pissed off for y'all.
See, thank you, Winston. You feel my pain.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I'm not a Hawks fan, but I mean, I keep up with it. I'm pissed off for it.
Yeah.
To see that was the stupidest move we ever done.
Oh no!
I wouldn't say it's stupid.
Whoa. Hold on. We have a Marvin Williams out here too now. So remember that.
Yeah. But,
and Paul Gasol.
Yes. Yes. Paul Gasol. Yeah.
Everybody know we too small.
Yes.
Yeah.
We need.
Y'all had the fourth shortest team in the league.
What?
Thank you.
So you gonna draft another wing player,
6'8",
6'8", instead of getting somebody that's 7'1".
He's gonna save the day for you.
Oh God.
Have y'all not learned you cannot win in a big league with small players? You said they tried it for what, 7 years now with Trey?
8.
You can only go for so far. I'm just saying, you can only go for so far. Why you think Minnesota was so dominant this year? Because they took it and got not one 7-footer, they got 2 7-footers. And then the backup was like 6'10", 6'11".
Yeah, Nas Reed won Sixth Man of the Year. And that was a guy that really helped them.
Come on now.
Now I want
Like,
to ask y'all: is
you
that
had to have stats at some point in time. You had to have stats. Like you cannot get around it. You have to have stats.
if that
Otherwise, you're
pit
going to
don't
get
work
abused.
out,
Now,
who would
something
get
that
fired?
Ron, you were saying something. Then I go after you, Ron.
I said since we all know that will not work out, the day somebody get fired, will that put that on the news too?
Probably
But
not.
we all
Ain't
know
nobody worried about it.
It will get some recognition, but here's the problem. That GM, if he gets fired, it's like another scapegoat. How about that?
You know, Ron,
Well,
how many times have I told you? How many
No,
times
no,
I told y'all? Right, go ahead.
Now I'm gonna tell you this. I can't scapegoat anybody of this ownership group and management group. They're not scapegoats. And the reason why I say that, C-Dub, is because
Mhm.
they got the job the wrong way. They got the job the wrong way. Now, I'm not going to scapegoat them. I'm going to say good riddance to bad rubbish. Because
Yes, but okay, go ahead. Go.
the whole thing happened wrong. Now, let me throw something else in the pot about Saw. You know what, Ron? I think I did see you last night on that show because Marion was on there, and Marion. Cause see, matter of fact, I was on the show. But I didn't hear what you said. I was on the show, but see, this was the thing that Marion brought out. Saw's agent and Travis Slink are real good friends. Travis Slink is the one that told his agent about coming to Atlanta or even being bothered with Atlanta. Okay, so he said, you know,
A love of scorn.
you know, it was a real backstabber. It was a real backstabber by Travis. Well, it wasn't no backstabber, but you know, look,
love and scorn, baby.
They did him wrong, so he did the Hawks right. He did them right because of what they did to him.
John, don't say that because that hurts my heart. Because you are right, but I want to sorry though.
Well, I know. However, and dealing and talking about your scapegoat, assessment. See, the thing is that these people that we have in the Hawks organization, they are not ready for primetime players. And while I'm at it, welcome Red to the stage. What's going on, Red?
How y'all doing?
What's up, Red?
What's up, Chris?
Hey, what's up, homie? It's all right. You're allowed to slip up once in a while.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, we're not the ready for primetime players.
We never been ready for prime time.
You know, and Antonio said he don't care. So, all right. So, but I'm gonna say this: there was talk last night on We Talk Host, and my signal was bad. That's why I kept. Cause Ron, if you did see me, I was going in and out, on and off, whatever.
I even saw you. I was in the chat. So.
Oh, okay. Now I couldn't really talk.
What was that? When was this?
Last night.
So we talk Hawks, man. They love being on the show. They love doing that show.
Winston, you definitely need to listen to that because see, you think we get wild.
What time was it?
Winston.
What about 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock?
Winston. Trust
what about 8 o'clock last night?
You don't want your blood pressure go from down here to.
Oh yeah, you're right. You got to be on your meds. You don't talk on that show. You got to be on your meds.
Look. The stupid stuff.
If sitting around talking shit, it sounds like a good time.
Hold on, Winston. I'm telling you as a friend, the shit. It's not just shit talk, but sometimes the dumb shit that gets said.
Oh,
You gotta. It's like you gotta bite
now
your
see,
tongue till
that's
blood
what
come out your nose.
That's what I was about to go into.
I got a low
That's what I was about to go
for
into.
ignorance.
What?
Cause
Yeah.
now that was what I was about to go into, and Demond said what I'm getting ready to tell you. All right, Saw didn't work out for the Hawks. Well, shoot, if the Hawks had been the Celtics, he would have worked out for them. But the Hawks need to get themselves together so that they can be like the Celtics. Now I wanted to come in. I wanted to come in and comment about that because people need to understand Landry Fields versus Danny Ainge
or Brad Stevens. Hold on, it's Brad Stevens because Danny Ainge is in Utah. Danny Ainge is in Utah.
I'm saying Danny Ainge too in Utah.
Okay. I was just trying to educate you.
Brad Stevens in Boston. Okay.
I'm trying to help you, John.
Red, who's your GM?
Everybody.
LeBron James.
You talking about Pelinka?
Number 23.
You know who it is. Go James.
Well, wait a minute. I'm talking about the man with the title. I ain't talking about the de facto takeover.
Go James.
All wise potentate. I ain't talking about the all wise potentate.
That wasn't me that said. That wasn't me that said King James.
The GM, the owner.
That was his number one fan up there in the right corner talking about.
Go James.
I'm waiting for Winston to come out with the powder.
My point is about that is this. My point is about that is that the Celtics organization and the Lakers organization are the cream of the crop in the NBA. Just look at the rings, just look at the banners, just look at the championship trophies. All right. You have the other tier where you have, you got New York, you got Detroit, you got who else with 3 or more rings, two or more rings, like San Antonio,
Houston,
the Warriors, Houston.
You got to throw the Knicks in there. That's a legacy franchise.
Yeah. And people do like to play for the Knicks.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. See, teams like that, they can take you straight to their trophy room and say, "Don't you want to be a part of this?"
Yeah, they can take you there and make you jealous real quick.
Yeah. Hold on. The Hawks, don't you want to be a part of this?
There you go. The
Hawks,
don't you want to be a part of it? And they show you Magic
Hawks
City.
take you to the Hawks take you to the cafeteria. And say,
no, they take you to the varsity. What do you have?
Hey, John. Go ahead, John. No, go ahead.
Now, and see, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. You're comparing the Boston Celtics. You're trying to say that we can get like the Boston Celtics in 1 year? No, there's no way. There's no way that we have the panache. There's no way that we have the sweat equity. There's no way that we have the championship.
Not just that, but you have to have that GM. You got to have that guy that can actually talk guys into the building. Now, here's the thing about this workout thing. The last couple of years, and I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but I wanted to bring this up. The last couple of years, the Hawks drafted guys that they did not work out at all. They did not work out Kobe Bumpkin. They did not work out AJ Green or Griffin. So if they would have taken Sarr, it would have been par for the course. It would have been fine.
Well, the only thing about that, this was pick number 1.
All right, but John, what I'm saying is
that's the insult. That's the insult because all of the other picks that we had, we were further down in the draft. But and it's not just for our importance; it's for the league's importance. Okay, even though the draft pick or the draft this year was weak, the number one pick in football, in basketball, the number one pick gets or has a certain panache to it. Okay.
Right.
And when you don't hold on. Okay.
Man.
When you have a team like you just described, C-Dub.
Yeah.
And you know, I see Porky Pig and the Warner Brothers theme all around it, you know, Looney Tunes
Hey,
or
John,
Merry Melody.
Isn't it ironic that the Hawks and the circus are in the same place?
That-
Where they
see-
used to be,
Yeah.
when the circus used to be at the Omni, they used to play
See
the same.
that's what I'm talking about.
Yep.
And our reputation around the league. See,
There you
that
go.
spills over into colleges. That spills over into other teams,
Overseas.
overseas,
internationally.
everywhere.
Yeah.
See, our that reputation for our front office, that reputation for our team, the way that we choke away games, the way that we conduct ourselves, it spills over because see, everybody's watching ESPN, Fox Sports, NBC, CBS, ABC. Everybody's watching. That's why when, you know, I think I said it last week. There will be Falcons games on Thursday night, Sunday night, national televised games. You know, Winston know it. I'll call the league office. Can we flex this game and let somebody else play?
Don't do it.
Nobody else. No, nobody need to see this crap. Charles Barkley be saying it all the time. Who's gonna pay $69.95 to see the Phoenix Suns play? Nobody wants that shit. And he got caught cussing a couple of times on TV. Nobody watching that bullshit.
Sometimes you gotta cut. Sometimes you gotta cuss to make your statement stand up.
Yeah. You know,
And that's why we love Ron.
Look at Millie Mills. My Magic
Oh,
got
that's
that
what
the silver kid. Look at Millie Mills. See now even Orlando is showing themselves better than we are.
Oh, they get it. They get it right. They got confidence in their GM and they front office.
Mm-hmm.
You see, hey John, I ran across a post earlier. Somebody posted. I think they got a little bit of sense. I don't know. It's still up in the air. I've not completely decided one way or the other. But he said, if y'all stop acting like Landry Fields is a smart GM or Tony Russell is a smart owner, things won't be so surprising. Hashtag the Hawks. I thought it was quite possibly.
I wonder who said that.
The truest statement that I've seen in a while. Like I said, now I don't know if the person got sense of that, but it was clicking. It was clicking for him earlier. I'm just saying.
Yeah, well, hey, now the thing is, don't take this. And see, that's something that I have to explain to people. I don't take this as a surprise.
Whoever made
It's
that
just-
post, that sounds like a pretty smart guy to me. Whoever made that post.
Yeah. Now, and the thing is, like I said, it's not a surprise. It's just
That
another
red post. Yeah, that's red post.
Red put that down there.
Yeah, Red wrote that.
Well, hey, Red, right?
I
But
told you. I don't know for sure if you got sense or not, but that time it was clicking.
But yeah, and by the way, but this
he
is
got
something.
near a point. He got near a point. Him and the point weren't in two separate area codes.
Yeah.
you know how it goes. Sometimes it be there, sometimes it don't.
Well, hey, Red. Now you know they say sunshine on a baboon ass every now and then. We ain't gonna.
Hey, you know what? Hey,
Y'all trying to say I'm a dead clock.
you know, hey,
Yeah,
look. Yes, we are.
Yes.
How can we say this in the most simplest ways? Yes.
Oh, that's a good pickup for the Timberwolves.
But
What they got?
Who they got,
Terrence
Bronny?
Shannon. Nah, Terrence Shannon,
This
the guard from Illinois.
I
Oh,
hope now
nice.
Bronny didn't be a dumbass and go to New York, dude.
No,
we
I don't think he did. Yeah, they ain't
He,
drafting him yet.
oh no,
But
he's hanging
you know
out with
what
his
would be
daddy.
crazy?
Okay,
You know what would
good,
be
good.
crazy, but would
He
be
do
the
not
best
need to
thing
be
for him?
waiting in those green room with a suit on. He need to be at home, lounging by the
Oh no,
pool with his
they
flip
probably
flops
they
on.
probably in the hotel.
He
Hold
going
Like
on.
the best spot for Bronny should go to the Celtics. If the Celtics draft Bronny, it will maximize his potential because he's sitting behind two what should be
Dude,
Hall of Fame
you've been
defenders.
watching too much. You've been watching Undisputed, haven't you?
No, 'cause I haven't watched the whole episode yet, but it just makes sense. He need to go somewhere with a defensive guard. Anywhere they got a defensive guard that's starting, that's where he need to go. Because
well.
that's gonna be his niche in the league.
Is that
He's a
okay?
3-and-D guard.
Memphis.
That makes sense.
Memphis
Now,
with
the
who?
only problem with that
What guard they got there
They got
play
Marcus
defense?
Smart in Memphis.
Man, Marcus Smart can't even get on the court. He all
Hey,
broke up.
he a defensive guard.
Yeah, but ain't nothing he can do except but toss on.
Hey,
He can't stay healthy enough to show him how to
hey,
actually
that's
play
what he
defense.
need. Pow, motherfucker.
And see
Blah, blah, blah.
now, as far as LeBron James' son is concerned, now, Winston, you probably right as far as fit for a team, but
He going to daddy.
Lakers Nation will have a fit.
Daddy, hold on.
John. We already
That-
having a fit.
LeBron's gonna call up JJ, and he's gonna call up Rob. He's like, "You want to keep your job? Go get my boy. Go get my boy."
We reserve the fact that it might happen no matter what. So
It's
we trying to get it in our head.
It's happening.
It happened.
Okay,
Because we know it's gonna happen.
We pick again. What at 54? It's like what
55.
55? Yeah,
That's when Brandon gonna get picked at 55.
sure enough. Better bet.
And LeBron, and they're gonna pop champagne, and Red is gonna be celebrating because he's got JJ Redick and he's got Bronny, and you're gonna hear Bronny yell out, "Daddy, what do I do?" And LeBron, "Pass me the ball, fool."
That's it.
Winston will be celebrating. Red will be talking a little trash about it.
Red to be celebrating. He been sat there and made a live video on Facebook,
Be like,
swinging his head around his over his head, his shirt around over his head.
Hey, Winston, you see this? You see what Miller Mills asking you?
No, he need a veteran guard, a top tier veteran defensive guard. Cause all right, if you watch Bronny, if you watch the way he played, like don't get me wrong, he has scoring capability. He does, but that's not going to be his niche in the league. It's not like Bronny. The best way you can compare Bronny need C-Dub said it right. Like a Marcus Smart.
Mm-hmm. Or Ron said it, yeah.
Or Drew Holiday.
Yeah, Ron. That's what he's gonna be.
Right.
He's not gonna be a Rondo out there on the court where he's just gonna take over the game with his assist. He's not gonna be that.
Right.
He's gonna be that tone setter, and I'm a lead the charge. I'm the point of attack defender. That's what Bronny is. So he need a guard that's gonna sit there and show him the rope. But you can't go put him with any guard. Like, all right, if this was a couple of years ago and Clay was healthy, I would say Golden State would have been a great fit for him. That would have been a great fit for him. Because then when you want to spell Clay, you could put Bronny out there, let Bronny run the point, and let Steph go and do what he's supposed to actually be, which is a shooting guard anyway. He's a de facto shooting guard. He don't control the offense. He is the offense. So if you got a guard like Bronny, that plays defense, you let Steph run around going crazy. And then when it goes to defense, Bronny would be the point of attack on defense. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, now with the way it is, the Bucks, the Bucks would be a decent fit, but they ain't got no. It would be a decent fit just for the fact they don't have a defensive guard.
They really regret Holiday leaving.
Mm-hmm.
Holiday out of the building.
That was the dumbest thing possible.
But John,
they won all these points.
That's what you get when you got Doc Rivers, aka
No, that was before Doc got there.
Yeah, that was before Doc.
Doc. But what I'm saying, if Doc was there, do you think Doc would have kept him?
Yeah.
Doc would have kept. Doc would have kept Holiday over making that trade.
Lillard,
for Lillard. You got to think about it. Look at how Doc won his ring. Doc won his ring without an offensive point guard. He won his ring with a tone setter with Rondo. Rondo's not gonna sit there and go bust you in the head for 40 points a night. That's not gonna happen. But he will skin your ass up and throw 12 to 15 assists on your ass.
Right.
And got everybody else clicking. And he's just playing tenacious defense.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll pull back and hit a couple of threes on you when you're not even.
I mean, he'll make plays too. Yeah.
Now, who was doing that? Who just did that for the Boston Celtics?
Drew Holiday.
You see what I'm saying? He would.
Rondo
Dame Lillard would have never been
point guard when we won our championship in the bubble.
Exactly.
And
championship though,
but the bubble is the toughest championship in NBA.
That was a tough championship. I can't argue that. I thought so too.
The bubble is the toughest championship in NBA history. Anybody sit there talking about it's a bubblegum championship? I'm sorry, you had to no. That is the toughest championship. You was in the bubble by yourself for almost 3 months before they allowed family to come there. There was no fans in the crowd. You basically playing pickup basketball at the highest level to try to juice yourself up for it. People mentally was breaking in the bubble. Teams was breaking in the bubble and going home.
Lou Williams getting chicken wings.
I can't do this no more. You're going home. It's like survival. When people are like, man, I can't take this out no more. I gotta go home. You gotta give me a bottle. So are you quitting? Yes, I'm quitting. All right, to get on the cell phone and bring in the helicopter.
Kyrie was like, I got to burn some sage.
The bubble was the
Kyrie was like, no,
championship.
I got to insult some Jews.
Yeah, that bubble. See, like I was telling people, because just like y'all saying, people try to minimize just how critical or how crazy that was, because your teams were ravaged with COVID. You didn't know. There were a couple of people that caught it while they were out there because they were outside, okay, acting all crazy and stuff. And you needed to be sequestered if you were going to have these games and stuff. And the NBA, to their credit, I think the regular season they missed around about 10, 15 games total. And then
like 15, 20 something in that neighborhood.
Yeah, that was going to give lemon pepper wings.
Yeah, well, somebody snuck out. Somebody snuck out or snuck somebody.
He snuck out. He snuck the girl in.
Yeah, and also Lou Williams.
And see, man, I would have whooped his natural ass. I would have whooped his ass. The way COVID was
on the team, I think.
Yeah, the way. Cause see, you remember old Rudy Gobert was talking about, well, I got COVID, acting all crazy and stuff.
Yep.
And
what, a couple days after that, they shut down the league.
Yeah.
He caught him in the hand and wiped over the mic. A couple days after that, they shut down the league.
Said I'd never play with him again.
Yeah,
exactly.
He got choked up too.
Yeah, cause see, the thing is That thing was killing people, and
I don't like
everybody.
Rudy. I'm not a Rudy fan.
It was a aura in the air. It was just an atmosphere in the air. It wasn't if you were gonna catch it. It was when were you gonna catch it, and were you gonna survive? You know, and I had gone. Matter of fact, that next year I had gone to a convention, and I hadn't taken the shot, and I had no intention of taking the shot, but the convention was going to be down in Dallas, and Dallas was a hot spot. And they said, you can't come and stay in the hotel unless you had the shot. So I went ahead and got the shot. And even though I had the shot, there were some people down there, man. We had about 20 doggone folk that caught it in the first 2 days of the convention. And it put them down. Didn't kill them, but it really made them really, really sick. And after we got back, we heard about 3 or 4 people that passed from it. So
yeah,
it was just an uncertainty,
my lady got COVID.
Huh?
When COVID was hitting the way it was, my lady actually got hit with it. And then we had to stay, like, she stayed in the bedroom. I had to stay downstairs and basically just kind of live like separate because of how bad she got it. And she still has, ailments from it. So, I mean, that was no joke. And
no
joke.
Yeah, and I made sure and got those shots. I didn't play no games because I even talked to the doc. I'm like, should I do it? What's the best route? And he said, yeah, you do. Because my doctor ended up getting it like 3 to 4 times, he said.
4 times?
So, yeah, he got it. Well, his wife. Well, yeah, because here's the thing. His wife got it, and then people at the job got it, and it was like, and especially in the medical field, you get hit with it. So yeah, so he was telling everybody, get the shot. At least it's something. And sure enough, it started subsiding. So, and knock on wood, I didn't have to deal with it. So
yeah.
I got vaccinated myself.
I got vaccinated too.
I had to.
Yeah.
And my son pleaded with me, but I told him, I was like, I'm going to talk to the doctor. If the doctor tells me to go for it, then I'm going to do it. And that's basically how, because he would hear my dad basically go, I ain't taking no damn shot. They could kiss because my dad's old. And, I looked at it, I was like, well, you're closer to the grave than I am, but still, I would like you to take care of yourself.
Yeah. Well, old folk, man.
Yes.
Old folk, man, look here. I remember my grandma, and I think I've told y'all this before. Doctor told her she, her blood pressure was all messed up and everything. And she was, I would come home from UPS working and find her standing up in the refrigerator eating off a big piece of ham, just chugging ham. Grandma, now good and well the doctor said, boy, leave me alone. I don't eat what I want today. I'm done. I've done my job. I've done my job. I'm backing up because I was staying in her house, so I had nowhere to go. I really had
exactly.
So you have to turn.
Sometimes you got to bite your tongue and pipe down.
That some wars aren't meant to be fought.
And and grandma don't play.
No. Yeah, when it comes to the war versus the roof over your head, you right about that.
Yeah, ain't no. But yeah, man, this I tell you, like,
and that COVID,
like you described.
Yeah.
Go ahead. What was that, Red?
What the hell are you doing? You playing peekaboo?
I'm messing with Tony, y'all.
I just gotta say that, like, I don't, when talking about COVID, I know how challenging that was for people. And I just look at it and I'd say, if someone said, I don't want to vaccinate, if someone said, I will vaccinate, I never really had a problem with those folks. I just said, hey, do what you think is best. And then you do, and if life makes you,
it got to the point, if you weren't vaccinated, a lot of places want to allow.
Yeah, no, and you're right, Red. And my thing is, and personally, I felt like look, you can say you're not going to get vaccinated, but if you want things done, you kind of need to get vaccinated. And
man, they
you know,
finessed the shit out of my ass with the vaccination. I got locked up and they will ship me to prison. Like I knew I had to go to prison. So I was like, I'm sitting in the junk. They were like, yeah. CEOs they walk around. They were like, hey, if you gotta go up the road or whatever. If you get vaccinated, you ain't gotta sit in quarantine. And shit, all right, bet. Let me go and get that junk. I get the vaccination. I'm sick. I'm sick as shit for like about 18 hours. You know, they jump run a cycle through.
yep.
So I laid in the bed, fought through it. I was like, all right, I'm good. So about like a month and a half go back, they called me. They called me over the intercom about like 7 something in the morning. Gordon, B&B, pack it up. All right, I'm going on the road. So, all right, fuck, I ain't gotta do the quarantine and shit. Going down the road, I get to receiving. Man, they got me. When I say they got me, they got me. They put me in quarantine, right? I'm in quarantine with like 50 other people. Two
Damn.
men to a cell. Yeah, two men to a cell. And motherfuckers kept catching the corona. They kept catching COVID over and over and over. Cause like you gotta do swabs. Like every day they would come through and they would test you multiple times. And you do the little nose swab jump. So they kept doing it. Every time we were about to get off quarantine, somebody test positive again. I sat in quarantine for 54 days. 54 days come out of the cell for only 30 minutes. 30 minutes a day. That's all the time you got to take a shower, call your family. Like that's all you had. Then you back in the cell, you sitting in the cell. 30 minutes a day for 54 days. So when people sit there and try to say the bubble championship, the bubble championship ain't the hardest championship, shit, you ain't never been through.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they had to get tested. They had to get tested every day.
Every day. And if you fail that test, they're gonna seclude you. Either they can seclude you, well in the bubble, they were putting people out of the bubble.
Yeah.
Man. Now, changing gears. Bleacher Report this week has Bleacher Report this week was naming each team's Mount Rushmore.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Is that what Tidy was doing?
Yeah. I was supposed to be on that show, but I was at the doctor's office and I wasn't able to get in there. And I really hated I missed that. So for us, or did you hear who is in or on our Mount Rushmore?
I got to hear this, so please.
All right.
Because I haven't heard. I didn't even think about this. I didn't even know about this. So yeah.
Neither did I until Tidy said that he was going to do it. But we have Deion Sanders, Matt Ryan, Julio Jones, and Roddy White. Now,
really?
Is there anybody
No,
who would you take off and put on?
No, Roddy White ain't on there.
No, Roddy White.
No,
Deion,
it's Julio,
Matt,
Deion, and Vic.
Yeah.
I've got Bleacher Report's article right here. And I'm seeing Deion Sanders, Matt Ryan, Julio Jones, and Roddy White.
Well, if anybody had to come up out there,
they must have omitted Deion because he didn't play long enough.
No, he said Deion.
Yeah, Deion is on there.
Deion's on there.
But
he said Deion.
Now, Winston, where do you see Michael Vick on there on the list?
I saw it on Tidal. On Tidal, yeah.
Okay.
And, matter of fact, hold on. I got too many damn devices. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Winston, that's why I love having to work with you, man. You dedicated.
He got all that. Look, man.
I got the phone over here, tablet over here. I'm on the tablet. I got another tablet.
Hold on. Winston, although we can say this, we haven't seen Winston in a suit like we saw Keely, and I'm telling you that picture struck more fear.
Man,
He's awesome.
You saw what I put on there. You saw what I put on there.
Oh, I died laughing, John.
I don't know who you is.
You know it.
Hey, C-Dub. C-Dub, I was trying to find a clip of the old FBI introduction. When the show came on.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
Dun, 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 dun. I said, oh, shoot, because he looked like a real doggone
a company man.
Yeah, man, look here. I don't want to be in the double pane glass room. Please, somebody, y'all interview me out in the hall. Talk to me in the halls. Somebody, so some folk can witness what the hell going on. This joke get me behind that two-way glass. It might be a prop. But
I gotta get some questions. All right, so if I was to do the Mount Rushmore, yeah, I gotta take. Okay, you know, God, I'm gonna be controversial from the jump because I'm gonna take Dion away, and I gotta put Novus in just because of what he did. You know, he was the first draft pick too, and he played all those years basically manning the defense and everything. Not only that, I feel like I have a little Ryan that just popped on my shoulder saying that to me. And then I gotta remove Roddy. And you know what? It's kind of crazy, but yeah, I gotta say Michael Vick should be on there too. And Matt Ryan can stay, and I'll even keep Julio.
okay.
Now, if I had to rearrange it, well, and it's hard because it was either Novus or Jesse Tuggle, and I think Novus's body of work should be respected somehow. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Hey, I understand. What you think, Red?
I kind of like the original. I mean, the one with Michael Vick, Dion, Julio, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but you got to put Matt on there. It would be less than realistic not to have Matt Ryan on there, being that he's the most successful quarterback.
Yeah.
Would you say it was blasphemous?
Yeah, that's what you got to have Matt on.
Blasphemous. You gotta say it right, Red. Come on. You gotta say it right, man. Come on. Blasphemous.
Yeah. Blasphemous, yeah. Just like Winston and his LeBron talk. Blasphemous.
Go James. Carry on.
But I go, like I say, I think I agree with the original. I think I agree with Mike Vick, Matt Ryan, Julio, and Dion. But I can't argue anybody that want to put Roddy on there because Roddy played 10 years, 10,000 yards for the team. So you can't really criticize somebody that's putting Roddy on there.
Yeah,
and
no.
They didn't even add the Hall of Famer, Humphreys. You probably got some that probably got just a tug on the list. You might even have some that may have Tommy Novus or Bartowski, but the one that I originally saw, since I saw all of them play in my lifetime, I got to go with those four: Matt Ryan, Michael Vick, Dion, Julio Jones.
Hey, I'm not even going to argue there. I mean, I agree. It's just like, you know.
Now I'm hoping in a few years I can add Michael Penix to the list.
Well,
I'm going to add Kirk Cousins to the list.
On a Mount Rushmore, you're going to have to kick somebody out.
Somebody got to go.
See, on a Mount Rushmore, unless you're going to chisel another face on it, then the whole damn thing liable to fall.
I'm about to put a word in there. Oh, crap.
The first one's on there. But
hey,
we
might
need
be
to
able to. Hey,
we need to chisel Mount Rushmore and put some new presidents on there.
Yeah, I would not be
Well, hey.
arguing that.
Bullshit.
well, you got a nice. You can smooth off the face of Stone Mountain and carve something in that.
Let's leave Stone Mountain alone, man.
Yeah, dude, but I ain't got. You
There
need
you
some
go.
security down
All
there with
right.
you like you doing.
Hey,
Somebody didn't have a rifle
Yeah.
pointed at me, C-Dub, while I'm down there chiseling. Somebody have a rifle pointed right at me. What you
We
doing
already-
over here, boy? You touching my mountain folk. I don't care if y'all red. I'm gonna make you red.
I'm like, no, not red. We gotta say red.
What you think, Winston?
Yeah, I mean, like when you think Mount Rushmore, man, you gotta go with overall impact. So you have to go Matt Ryan, who was the first quarterback for us to have back-to-back winning season. A lot of people forget that too. He was the winningest quarterback. That was our winningest period under his reign. Julio, the most dynamic athlete that we had. Julio was the offense for many years. I mean, between the 20s, the offense went through Julio. Vic was just something different. He was an alien. Vic was a man amongst boys because you'd never seen nothing like that before. The Vic experience was real,
Mm-hmm.
and Vic brought us sold out stadium. He brought so many fans to actually become Atlanta Falcon fans. Then you got Dion, man. I mean, come on, like he did the exact same thing Vic did. Before Dion got there, I mean, like most Falcon fans were Georgia natives. Dion brought a national attention to the Falcons. He was flashy. He lived like a rock star. I mean, he was cool with MC Hammer. He had his own club down there, ain't it? Like
I mean, yeah.
Dion was Atlanta when he got there. Even though he was on there for 5 years, but he was the dude.
He made an impact.
Majority of his interception came while he was the Falcon. A lot of people
And he
forget
made
that too.
such an impact.
Yeah, see that's what I'm saying. Like the Mount Rushmore, you have to go with the most impactful people for the team, for the organization. So I mean, yeah, Ryan, Julio, Vic, Dion. That's my folks. John, what do you think?
Come on, tell us you want Matt Ryan.
Now I need to throw a question out. I need to throw a
Honorable
question.
mention. Felipe Frank.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
I'm just saying.
Winston just want folks to do some indiscriminate cussing.
Hold on.
He just
Hold
want
on.
folks to just do some damn indiscriminate cussing.
Winston. Winston.
From the record.
Chat.
Winston.
Chat.
Look.
Get it.
Ray said the house that Dion built and it was maintained and remodeled by Felipe Frank.
All right. hey, Winston, I can't believe you disrespected the GOAT. You disrespected JJ Hardy.
No, the house that Dion built and it was demolished by Felipe Frank.
Honorable mention.
He hit the button.
Yeah, exactly.
Felipe Frank, Stanley Masapongo.
It's my house. Did y'all see me flip up on your ride? I wrapped them up a little bit, and then I did that pick six. This my house.
And you cannot forget Jalen Mayfield.
Oh yes. Man, he said honorable mention. I was like, oh yeah, we could have done that. Then he says,
hey, Wilson, get you another sip of that. Get you another damn sip of that. Get you another sip of that.
Well, buddy, don't mind if I do.
My God, I love this.
Cause see,
I don't even look at him when you make a statement like that. I don't even want you to look at me.
Man, it was a joke, fellas. Good gracious. Good.
no,
We're
no,
having
ain't
fun.
no. That's one of them doggone Don Rickles jokes. Yeah, that's an insult comedian joke.
Hey, man.
Just
Better
hey,
lighten the mood from time to
cause
time.
hey, I thought you gonna call out Ty Sombrero.
Yeah,
God.
he was an honorable mention to the honorable mention.
Man,
honor-
I'm so glad, man. I'm so doggone glad that Dimitrov traded that, man. I didn't know what to damn do, because
Hold
every
on.
time you look around, anybody that got hurt on the offensive line from one end to the other end, Ty Sombrero was in there. Well, yeah,
And you always did this. Oh God, what's gonna happen?
Man, that shit was
man.
depressing. It was depressing and heartache inducing.
Man,
Matt still flinches when he sees Tyler or Sombrero. He's like, hell, I'm about to get hit.
You know, if I was Matt, I would call for a sub. That's just me.
Yeah.
Matt a better man than me. Anytime Ty will come out, I'll be walking out too. When he come on the field, I pass his ass by the hash.
Coach, what are you doing? No, not him. Not him.
No. See, y'all play too damn much. Y'all play, Coach. You know you play too damn much. Don't you ever saying that? I would have went and got me some popcorn to stand with the fan. Oh shit!
standing.
Hey,
Hold on. All defensive team. I got you. Eugene Robinson.
The replacement. The replacement.
I want to hear that name.
The stunt double would have had to go out there. If Ty came on the field, my stunt double would have had to go out there and play quarterback on that.
You got this.
Okay. Hey, look, make it look realistic. Just learn to slide. Either slide or fall to the ground. I'm trying to tell you. You want a long career in this business? I'm trying to tell you.
Slide.
Look, see you put ER name. His name don't even go to the Falcons Mount Rushmore. His name goes to Mount Rushmore. A dumb job. I mean,
homeboy was like,
but
well, now, truth be told, he said something wrong to that lady, because that lady had been down there messing around the whole week, from what I understood.
Hold on, who?
See, he said something wrong to that lady. And
yeah, because she's a cop.
Hold on. What happened?
He had to say something. I mean, she could have let that slide.
So listen, Eugene Robinson, right before the Super Bowl, the Saturday night before the Super Bowl, got busted for solicitation. Prostitution.
An undercover.
And he's supposed to be a reverend.
Yeah, he was trying to catch his blessing.
And not only that, he wanted to lay hands.
Did he?
But
Amen.
he said the wrong thing. He said the wrong thing. Something happened, because see, now there were some other players that had solicited her. She didn't do nothing to them.
Right.
She didn't bust.
Same person, the same lady. Got
same
hit
lady
on by a few other players.
Look.
She did not recover.
Some people have games, some people does not. Some people have the gift of gab, some people do not.
And Eugene Robinson.
You know what? I'm gonna be honest, because a lot of people are antisocial. They don't know how to talk to people. I'm gonna be honest. Like me,
you're right.
Me personally, I'm an introvert. I don't like people. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like people. I deal with them when I have to. But like if I fuck with you, I truly fuck with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like this, the way I'm sitting there joking with y'all, I truly fuck with y'all.
Yeah,
But,
yeah,
like,
we got you.
If we were just some random person on the street, all right, that's about it. Yeah, and I'm gonna keep it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But so like some people just can't talk to people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I had to develop that because you know what I do for work. You know what I'm saying? I had to develop that skill to actually be able to sit and talk
to women.
Oh yeah, a lot of people can't talk to women.
Hold on. And when your name is Eugene, you've already behind the 8 ball.
Well, you don't use your whole name. You don't use your whole name. You said
John. Hold on, John. You really think Eugene Robinson used common sense in anything in that situation?
Well,
because he was thinking with the head, all right.
Like I said,
he's a man of the club. That
lady had turned, had you know, down there the whole week. She's been down there the whole week, and she got him.
Well, yeah, she did.
She might have been a plan.
I don't know.
She might have been a plan. She might have been a plan.
Streetwalkers, or maybe some of them Georgia ones. He thought he could pull that same stuff in.
To be honest, like, if you sit there thinking about it, if you have multiple players throughout the week that sat there and ran across it, ain't nobody get clipped, but the day before the actual game,
he gets clipped.
Quiet mouth get clipped. Come on, man. That's a setup. We were just sitting there waiting to get one of your top players, one of the ones that may make a difference. Yeah. Oh, it's you. All right. Come on,
big dummy.
Come on, hop in the back of the cup. I got a ride for you for free.
Yeah, Mr. Quiet Man.
Mr. Quiet Man.
He would have been able to say nothing to me ever again.
Do you remember what award he won that year?
Yeah.
Man of the Year.
All that a joke. I've been Walter Payton turned over this grave when he saw that. Like, man, give me my award back. Let me get that award to somebody else. I've been Walter Payton still saying, I don't want that to have my award. Take it back.
Oh, God.
I will never forget you, ER. You understand? Never. And if we was on another show, I'd be saying some very choice words right now.
By the way, I got to go, but I do have to say this. The only highlight in that Super Bowl for me was when Ray Buchanan took out Shannon Sharp and he was out for the rest of the game. I went, yes, because Shannon Sharp going, oh, he can't touch me. He can't cover me. And Ray's like, I'll take him out. And Ray did.
We don't clip it.
Uh-huh.
Let him out of the way. Hey,
Yeah.
big play, Ray.
Big play.
Yeah, now, my Mount Rushmore. See, and I was going to ask a question. Is there any running back that the Falcons had that can move either one of these 4 guys? That's on.
The only one I could think of, like, all right, so you got William Andrews, but
you got William Andrews.
Like me, I would go Michael Turner. If it was a running back that I ever had to pick, it would have to be Michael Turner. Because you got to think about it. Michael Turner took and brought stability to the team. We were slumping. Michael Turner got in there. It wasn't like, and Michael Turner allowed Matt Ryan to ease in the transition. Matt won't sit there throwing for a whole bunch of yards his first couple of years. He eased into the quarterback that he was. We rolled Michael Turner into the ground.
Yeah, we did.
His first year here, what did he have? 16.99.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now
I
think we ran Jamal Anderson.
That's the name I was thinking.
I think we ran Jamal Anderson way worse than we did Michael Turner.
Yeah, but I mean, you got to look at the times too, though, because at that time it was a running league. It was 3 yards in the cloud of dust.
Yeah, and also you had other running backs you could use, but
when Matt started coming in, that's when the transition was coming into the more pass happy league. It was right there at the threshold.
Yeah, cause the Rams won the Super Bowl the next year,
mm-hmm.
99. But in 98, Jamal Anderson, and see, I think now let me ask you this: Didn't our offense in total yards, weren't we number 2 to Minnesota that year, or where were we?
I thought we were up there, but I think we were number 2. but I think it was our running game that supplied the power,
yeah,
though.
yeah, we did have, it was a running game that was dominant, and then we would just go over the top with either Mathis or Martin.
I think, yeah.
Let me take a look at that.
God, that team.
What is
That was
that?
a fun team.
What,
Yeah,
a
they
99?
both was 1,000-yard receivers.
98,
Mhm.
98.
Yeah.
Tony Martin and Terrence Mathis, Jamal Anderson, and
OJ Santiago.
Yeah, OJ Santiago.
Oh, God, that guy. Oh,
We were fourth in yard.
Now I'm
Okay,
gonna say
we
no,
fourth.
John,
Fourth,
because
okay.
none of our running backs
But
have eclipsed. Even though they were pretty good for us, none of our running backs have eclipsed 10,000 yards. Well,
here,
Julio was probably one of the best at his position, first ballot Hall of Famer.
Mm,
Dion, first ballot Hall of Famer. Vic, one of the most impactful athletes in the name, in the history of the
Yeah.
game at quarterback position. And Matt Ryan, our most successful quarterback. You can't take any of them off the list unless you're taking it off for somebody like a Barry Sanders, a Walter Payton type, Emmitt Smith. They got to be somebody on that ELO. Somebody with or at least 10,000 yards running, and they did it for us. Multiple All-Pros, and they did it for us. But we ain't got no rings, so anybody can have.
here's the thing. Also, if
we
you
were seven. Oh, go ahead, see that.
okay, I was just gonna say, this is where when you say an honorable mention, that is what that's for, honestly, because you could definitely put Jamal, you could put Michael Turner, you could probably put Brody, you could put Jesse Tuggle, you could, those are the guys. If they're, it's nothing disrespectful, but you're asking the four guys that made the biggest impact on this franchise. And honestly, you could pick between 5, maybe 6, but I'm going to go here. I like Red, and I like Winston was saying. That's why I think I have no problem if you kept Dion, if you kept Vic, if you put, if you replace Roddy with Vic, I see all that. I mean, and then I can also see Roddy, because Roddy did get no one talks enough about that season, the year before, Matt, because Roddy really grew up that year. And that was the year he got over 1,000. Yeah, he got over 1,000 yards. He was the guy carrying the team, and he has such a growth too. So, yeah, that was also, So I mean, I'm not throwing nothing against Roddy. I think he's right up there.
That's why adding Turner plus Roddy after he matured, that helped Matt Ryan rookie season out a whole lot. You came into the league with veteran leadership. You came into the league with a go-to guy at the receiver. You came into the league with a running back who could take the pressure off of you. Like I say, you came into the league with we had Dan Reed, but Matt Ryan came into the league. That's why I say that's why a lot of folks are so hard on Matt, because he came into the league with a lot of help and kept getting help throughout his entire career. That's why it's so disappointing we didn't complete the job. No season.
Because let me see, Jamal Anderson, 410 attempts, 1,846 yards.
Godly.
To the ground we ran that year. Hey, Jamal, you tell your grandkids about this season.
Because see, I mean, now, boy. And I think as far as passing yards, now we had more passing yards than rushing yards. We had 3,386 passing yards, 2,101 yards rushing. So, and Jamal, he didn't eclipse the 2,000-yard mark, but he was up there. He put most of them up there. Good God Almighty, that Joker run.
I don't know if we had one more game, he probably could have eclipsed it.
And guess what?
About 100.
Yeah, he's about 100 and some yards off of it. Because guess who the second leading rusher was that year?
Who's that?
On the Falcons. Who?
Was that when we had? No, I don't think Eric Pilgrim was on the team.
Was it that Tony guy? Tony with the last name with a B?
Nope.
I want him. Okay.
Mm.
Who else on the Falcons?
I'm trying to remember. Was it
You
Hansworth?
won't get it. Y'all not gonna get
Hansford.
it.
It went
You're not
Byron
gonna
Hansford.
get it. It was
Was it
Chris
Byron
Chandler.
Hansford?
It was Chris Chandler.
What? Crystal Chandelier?
Chris
He was the
Chandler.
second leading rusher.
Yep, 121 yards.
Wait a minute. So you think Jamal pretty much got all the rushing yards that year?
Jamal was a workhorse.
Because see
Nah,
the next
no wonder he
look.
blew out his ACL the next year.
And look, the next running back was Harold Green for only 37. Well, let me see. Yeah, Harold Green for 37 yards. Ken Oxendine for 50 yards. Bob Christian. You remember he was a blocker. He was blocking.
Oh, he was a good one. He was a good one.
Blocking back. And he had 21 yards. Then you had Tim Dwight, the kick return specialist, the one we traded to get Michael Vick. We traded to San Diego to get Michael Vick.
Yep,
So-
the white boy.
How many he had?
19.
Yes,
So-
C-Dub, he was a white boy.
Yeah, but
White chocolate.
thing is that you know, boy, but you know, since you said the running back can't move any of those people that's on the list,
Not none of the ones you named.
yeah. I've got to replace Roddy White with Michael Vick. I got to replace Roddy White with Michael Vick because of how brightly the star burned. It burned out, but how brightly the star burned during the time it was burning. I mean, it was a supernova. It was a definite supernova that did more for the franchise than anybody that had ever been associated with the franchise on the football field. Because I mean, he, you know, we talked about this last week. I mean, good grief, man. Michael Vick, man, I tell you, and just can't get around it for that reason. Okay, let me see who that is. That's C-Dub. Yo, he blinked out. Wait a minute, what's going on?
I think he said he had to go.
There you go.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Did you see Antonio question? Yeah,
what would be our defensive Mount Rushmore?
Tack McKinley.
Well, it would be Dion.
C-Dub, stop.
You know, it would definitely start with Dion.
Yeah, Dion. I mean, you could do Grady or Jesse.
Jesse Tuggle.
Jesse Tuggle for sure.
Yes. Okay. What about Scott Case? What about Scott Case?
Scott got to be on it.
Yeah, Scott could be on there. Scott should be on there. I mean,
well, look, three of them need to be Tuggle, Dion, and Claude Humphrey. Now that fourth guy,
well, then there you go. That's the four right there. An honorable mention to Chuck Smith. Well, I mean, Chuck was he was a very good pass rusher.
Yeah. Oh, no doubt.
And his legacy is strong.
Now,
I think I would go with John Abraham for my number 4.
God, see, that's another name I didn't.
You know what?
Oh, you about to switch, Wilson? You
might got to take Case out to put Abraham in. You might even got to take Case out to put Abraham in. Damn. I told you, man.
That's hard.
Red every once in a while, man. It looked like he may got a little bit of sense every once.
Yeah.
In a while. Then sometime, man.
I got you, Red. Look, you made Red blush.
See, the reason I said Scott Case, and now Abraham, you know, y'all got me thinking. You got me thinking when you say Abraham. But see, Scott Case was a headhunter.
Yeah.
I mean, Scott Case, man. I mean, I remember that joker was 3 feet off the ground with his forearm out, and met a doggone wide receiver and knocked it behind. I think it was one. I think it might have been Givens from the Oilers or Jeffries or Givens from the Oilers. He was this far off the ground, like Michael Vick did going into the end zone against Carolina. Man, Scott K, he met him at the summit.
We said Givens gave out.
Yeah. He gave all he had. He gave it up.
Just for one Pro Bowl. That's it.
Yeah, but Abraham, that's a strong case.
Abraham dominated for multiple seasons with us. So
yeah.
And he was like that only guy that was actually he didn't have a lot of help on that line. So
double digit stacks multiple years for us. Like that, we don't even like that. Abraham, that's how much we miss Abraham because we haven't found a replacement for him yet.
But we don't need to though, because we've got the team.
Now Mike Smith could have taken that man out in what game was that? Was that the Seattle?
The last game of the season?
The last game of the season?
Oh, last game of the season could have taken that man out. And because we were already winning the game, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Winning the game. And you sit up here and let that man keep playing and hurt himself. Man, but can't argue. Can't argue.
You seen he did John Abraham did an interview with the Water Boy. And they asked him about it. He was like, man, like, why the hell y'all played that last game? He was like, man, it's just the way coach was and shit, but I don't regret it. He was like,
four seasons.
He was like,
damn,
that's my coach. Like that's my coach.
Still trying to find one guy to get those.
He was like, that time period in his life, like he was about to quit football. He was ready to quit football for a couple years before that. He said that, he had adopted his son. His nephew. His nephew had moved in with him. His mom had passed and stuff, and he was like, man, I was just out there just running around Atlanta doing everything. I was hanging with the Bloods in the crib. It was like, man, fuck this shit. I'd rather be in the street than playing football.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, I'd be missing practice or whatever. And he was like, Smith would come to holler at me. And he was like, instead of, getting in my ass about it, he would ask me, like, why are you missing practice? And we would talk. And for me to have a coach that actually had my back like that, it meant everything to me. He was like, man, I would run through a wall for that man. You know what I'm saying? Because he was more than just a coach. So he was like, I don't regret playing the game. I mean, it's messed up the way it went down, but I don't regret it. This one that long ago.
That's pretty cool.
Okay. See, I didn't.
He loved my.
I didn't know about that one. Definitely didn't know about that. But I'm glad. I'm glad everything worked out. Tonio's asking a question, and I still don't know why he's not here. He must be
offensive player and defense player of the year for our Falcons this year.
I don't know yet.
Me coming up.
I ain't nominating nobody because I don't
offensive player, Bijan. Offensive player would be Bijan. Defensive player.
I'm gonna throw a wild card.
Jesse Bates again.
All right. I'm gonna throw some wild cards, okay? Because easy answer I would say Bijan, but I'm gonna say Pitts if he's as good as if Kirk Cousins connects, and he does like the tight ends, so there's a really good chance there. And then the defensive player, what the heck not? Troy Anderson.
I'm gonna go offensive player because we're gonna really need you to be the offensive player. We're gonna have any chance to do anything. I'm gonna go offensive player Kirk Cousins. Defensive player, I'll go Well, you coming in the contract year, so we're gonna need you to show up too. I'm gonna go AJ Terrell.
Now, since y'all said that, man, I lost my thought. Doggone it.
It's all right. It'll come back in time.
Yeah, probably tomorrow when I'm on the expressway.
John's gonna get on the phone. He'll be like, "All right, guys, I know I'm not."
Yeah. Now this is what I want to tell y'all.
This is a pop-up show with the asset.
Yeah. Well, hey, I thought the pop-up show we did. When was it? Sunday, Monday?
Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday.
Man, I thought that was a great show.
Yeah, well.
Hey, I thought they really turned out real good. Because
I had fun.
Glad you guys showed up and helped me with it. Because I didn't know how long I was gonna be talking, but man, it turned out to be a real good show. You know, we're gonna do that. Oh, Tonio said he in the chat, but he doing paperwork. Oh, counting money. That's right.
Hey, man, that's important.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Right. Getting them folks checks taken care of. So they won't be looking for you.
Money.
Hey, count that money.
Yeah.
I wish I had some to count.
You better do that payroll, right?
I wish I had some to count. Red. Man, when you said that right then, that made me think about my first days at the post office when they had the real paper time cards and you had to hit the time clock literally. Oh
man, I remember this thing.
And when you hit it, see, we used to have a 5-minute leeway rule. If you're supposed to be at work at 8 o'clock, but you get to 8:08, which is 5 minutes after 8, on because you got a 100-minute clock. So what we would do, if we running late, we find that first slot where it says begin shift, slide that card in there, and just hit it. They couldn't tell what time we came in. All right, he on time. Fuck it. What? Man, man, again. And even retired, I really miss work because man, we had a lot of doggone fun. I had a lot of fun, doing that. But man, I tell you guys, because I got a couple of miles on all of you. Man, look, whatever stature or whatever position you are in life, enjoy life. Please. Ain't nothing like it.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nothing like it. You might be going through some stuff. Then again, because it's always peaks and valleys, curves, blind roller coaster type downs and ups. But man, just enjoy life because you just never know. Never know when your book is going to be written and the covers are going to close. And one thing about it, just like that old Schlitz malt liquor commercial, it said, you only go around once in life. So you grab all the gusto you can. Be a gusto grab.
Yeah, I tried to, man.
But I'm not going to Europe. I ain't lost nothing over there. I'm not going overseas. I ain't lost nothing over there, cause they taught me well. When they left that boat out there during COVID, they left that boat out there and them jokers couldn't come back to shore. Oh, hell no. No, sir. We're not doing that. I want to go on a cruise, but I'm scared. Because if you out there, Jack.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. Hey, John, we should take a cruise.
Hold up on cruise, man.
We should take a cruise before the season starts.
Yeah, I ain't got that money.
Look, I got to get some money.
Yeah,
I got to get some money, man, because stuff started running a little funny. Because, like I said, I had to do what I needed to do with this air conditioning, and man, I saw next week C-Dub, Red, and Winston too. After 4th of July, man, the 5th of July, we got a projected high of 104 down here.
Yeah.
I saw that. And
come hang out, John.
We just hit 101 today. And
Y'all get 100 today. Woo!
well, we got a crazy heat wave going on up here. We done hit like 100 like 3 times in the past week.
Ooh, man.
Hey,
And see,
like
I couldn't have made it. I'm glad I spent that money because I wasn't gonna make it. I wasn't gonna make it.
you see my tan? Shit is real out here.
Yeah. No. I can't play around with this.
Nah, man,
Can't play
can't
around
with
with
that
it.
that he'll take you on up out here. I'm trying to tell you.
Now see, Tonio is gonna get a real bad email. He gonna get a real good email from me. He keeping his hit up. Keeping up your hit. But well, gentlemen, I know Winston got to get up, and I definitely got to get up tomorrow morning early.
Yeah.
I got to take care of some business. And like I said, it's always a pleasure to be with you guys and talk over stuff. And salute to everyone in the chat.
I thought I had some breaking news for you.
What? A trade tonight?
It looked like I thought they said Paul George went to the Warriors, but not yet.
They offered him.
Yeah, they offered it.
I think they offered him like 4 years at a max.
Exactly. It's this little fake Woj account that I always have stuff, and I see it come up on my phone. I always got to double check it before I even say anything. I had to double check this one. So
see, why these folks be coming up with this junk?
They offered him. I want to say Philly trying to offer him, and I think Orlando trying to offer.
Rain.
If he go to Philly,
I had to have the cool. I
go to the Warriors, man. I'm going to the because Steph still got something left. Drake
but nobody else do.
Yeah, but hold on.
They about to get rid of Looney because they're too far over tax. So they're gonna drop Looney. So now you don't have a legitimate center. Klay Thompson either leaving. Klay probably leaving because he want top tier money. He's not worth it anymore.
Klay about to come to us.
I don't know.
Can y'all afford him red?
We can afford him, but don't nobody want him. Klay is a shell. He's hopping around out there on the court.
John and Winston, Klay about to come to us and us. He might go to either one of my teams because I'm hearing the Hawks was interested in him too.
He do better for the Hawks than what he'll do for the Lakers.
I actually believe that.
We don't.
I do too. I do too.
The money.
I think you could get him for a reasonable deal.
If y'all get rid of
Murray, Capella,
Sadiq Bey.
Get rid of his ass.
We're not on the hook for Sadiq. We can actually just cut him loose.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you cut him, that's how you recoup the money. Take that money, go get paid.
Yeah, because also if you trade Murray,
then you got a legitimate 2-guard with your point guard duo. Then you got your wings sewed up, and then you need a legit center.
Yeah,
Haverstein. They talking about they don't think the Knicks bring back Haverstein. That would be the best fit for y'all.
Haverstein. Yeah.
Two names I heard.
Him Vucic.
Man, hey! I'm being attacked over here. I got spiders paratrooping from the doggone roof. He dropped right in front of the camera and waved.
All right, it's time for us to go.
Man, what?
John's about to become Spider John. Spider John.
I'm being invaded and shit.
Damn, he gonna have webs coming out his head next time we see him, y'all.
He'll be swinging around.
I thought it was a floater. Man, I thought it was a floater. But man,
It
it was a floater, and then the legs started going. He said, "What's up?" And I said,
It's like, oh, never mind.
As long as they
Man.
that one from Home Alone, you good.
That
Oh,
man, Lord have mercy. But we gonna go ahead and wrap it up. C-Dub, what you doing? What you doing?
Well, it's simple. I'm talking wrestling. We got the Forbidden Door AEW show coming up, so I'll probably try to steal that one and check it out on the computer somehow, and so I don't have to pay $50 for it. And then we'll talk about that. And on the C28 channel, you can also catch me on the Eye Test. You can also catch me and Ron, who was here earlier, on Talk Your Ish. And yeah, so there you go.
Dofu Sport. C-Dub. Dofu
Yeet.
Sport.
Yeah,
Dofu
Dofu Sports. It's free.
Yeah. That's up.
Okay, gotcha.
DOFU. DOFU Sports. Yeah, Winston
All right.
turned me on to that.
Capital D, capital F.
All right, gotcha. I'll be checking that out, Winston.
It'll come in real handy during the football.
Oh,
yeah.
God, thank God.
How you thought I was watching the game?
Yeah, Winston ain't paying for nothing.
Oh, it ain't even about that. They on the show of it.
I got you, bro.
Yeah, cause hey, it's Redskins up there.
It's
Oh, man, Sergeant Slogan.
It's
Oh,
Redskins,
hey, CW, you see
then
that?
Cowboy.
Yes, Sika passed away. Roman Reigns' father. Yeah, and Roman's sent a tweet out yesterday about it, and yeah, it's one of those. The Whitney family is a very strong family, and that the head shrinkers back in the day, man, they were something, and they were no joke back in the day.
He's part of the head shrinkers.
Yes, they were the original Wild Samoans, and the head shrinkers. And the head shrinkers, if I'm not mistaken, were related to that family. So there's a big lineage to the Wild Samoans. Yes,
Man, my goodness! But
I can give a seminar about that one.
Oh man, that brought back some memories.
Oh,
That brought back some memories.
I seen the post. I seen the post.
Yeah.
Is it true about Rikishi, or is it just a hoax?
What about Rikishi?
All right, enough said.
Yeah, because no, because he is a part of the family, so I can say that.
They said that he had transitioned on.
Oh no!
Yeah.
He's alive. He's still with us.
Yeah, because you know what? Somebody else had said, I had seen that also, because I thought Rikishi was dead.
Yeah, a lot of people.
I did too.
Hold on.
It came out like earlier this week.
Well, what was it?
Hey, Winston, it was earlier this year. I saw that post earlier this year that Rikishi had passed. And
I never
saw the bell ceremony for him. I never saw the bell ceremony.
No. And yeah, not only that, but he's actually in good health. His kid, you already know his sons are wrestling still, and he's in good health right now. So knock on wood for him.
All right, Winston, what you got?
Pad and turn. About catch me on the Eye Test. Catch me in the Eye Test group. Eye Test Facebook page. We're about to start releasing content on there. I gotta find the time to start writing it up, but it's coming. It's coming soon. Atlanta Bird Game. The Red and Rare show. I'll be all over the place.
Yes, sir. And what do I do? Okay. At any rate, I'm
Red.
I'm just like Pittsburgh paint. So I just cover the world. I might be here, I might be there, I might be over here. And when I get up, you know me. when I get a burr under my saddle, I'm gonna hit dogs, we'll holler. Hit dogs, we'll holler. And I get to fussing about any subject that I feel like I need to fuss about. Oh, and ladies and gentlemen, the entertainment only gets better because tomorrow night you will have the presidential debates. Talk about high comedy. I'm gonna tune in and I'm gonna listen and I'm gonna look.
What time they start up?
It might be. It was about what time is it? 9 o'clock.
If Biden can't win that, and this man will be convicted.
So man, we'll just see because it's going to be what is that?
Kangaroo.
The Joker's Wild Rules, where they put you in the soundproof booth and cut the light out when the I don't know. They coming up with all kind of rules.
John, one thing we can't count on tomorrow after the debate, you turn to CNN, you can definitely see Van Jones crying about something.
Yeah, CNN, MSNBC, Fox News, Scripps News, all that type of stuff. Everybody gonna have a spin. Everybody gonna have a take. And you know, I'm just gonna try to make sure I don't get arrested at home. That's all. That's all I can do.
Pass me a tissue, C-Dub. I can't believe Trump said.
Hey,
I
John,
left my tissue somewhere else.
Hey John, you want to do a show after the debate?
Oh, that's right. Chief said it's gonna be here in Atlanta. CNN is gonna hold it.
Yeah, I said you want to do a show after the
No,
debate?
no, I don't.
No.
I don't. Hey, Winston, I want to keep my citizenship for at least 3 more years. That's just 3 more years, Winston.
Yeah. John's not ready to go to Acapulco.
No.
Hold on.
No.
I mean,
Hey.
we got plenty of space up in Virginia now, and it's right up down the fence.
Nah, that's all right. Hey, like I told you, I got to come up there. I got to go to Connecticut in August. I got to go to Connecticut in August, so I'm gonna be back through there. And
hey, you give me the date. I holler at my partner. No bullshit. Cause I holler at my partner. You tell me what you like. You know, Jamaican food. I got you. I tell them hook it up. It'll be ready to go by the time you touchdown. I got you.
all right. Oh, Red.
If Red come along, would you leave his ass on the side of the interstate?
No, I'm just gonna tell Red. When we gonna get together so you can get your alcohol, man? I'm gonna mess around here and drink it.
In fact, I'm gonna try to come up. I'm gonna try to meet you this weekend, man. I'm supposed to meet you last weekend.
Man, ain't that what the hell you just said last show before last?
Wait a minute. Were we supposed to meet last weekend? I didn't hear that.
We probably, I probably forgot because after I do my show, I get out and get into my ears and I forget I gotta hit John up and come up. You gonna be in town this weekend?
Yeah.
Okay. I got something to do right after the show. I'll probably just hit you up right then and see if I can ride up to Douglas.
It's all right. Don't worry about
it. Me and Winston got it.
I'll be in town this weekend
because I'm a little low. I've been need to add to my stash. I need.
Yeah, no, don't worry about it. I'll be in town this weekend.
I'll meet. Hey, Red, we can. You don't have to come all the way here. I can meet you someplace or something. It doesn't matter. I just want to make sure you get your liquor before we forget about it and you start talking about me bad on your show.
Let it go ahead and be forgotten about.
Fulton Industrial somewhere? Is that too far down?
Oh, no, hey man, that's no place. That's no place. We can do it.
All right.
But I would prefer not to meet on Fulton Industrial. I would prefer not to meet on Fulton Industrial, you know what I mean?
What's going on, MW?
Hey, Winston. Trapeze over there.
Is it?
We're gonna have to talk. We're gonna have to talk club wax and trapeze over there. So
Winston's like, maybe I need to come down.
Folks getting out of cars talking.
What you say earlier? You were trying to find out on the intro music to the show FBI.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Go ahead, pull on over.
Don't even worry.
You'll find the intro music. Show enough. It'll be in your back seat. No, I don't know. Cause from what I'm hearing about the way the police down there out there in Georgia, man, y'all might be better off meeting on the damn interstate than just passing through the car window. On the go.
Yeah, cause, hey,
I ain't gonna lie to you.
I tell them, man, you don't want to mess with Georgia State Patrol because they will pit you off a bridge.
Yeah.
They'll knock you off a bridge. They want you to stop, Jack. But before I get locked up, let me say goodbye, everybody. Shout out to all the content creators. Shout out to the chat. Raymond Collins, Ray Ellison, MW the franchise player, Ron, Tonio, who else? Miss B wasn't here. Wallace Smith was in there. Millie Mills, Tidy Jones, Steve, Big Low Country, Smitty Sports Machine, Ryan Walker, all of the people that make content. Thank you guys for doing what you do. You inspired us to do what we do. Y'all keep doing what you doing, and we gonna keep doing what we doing.
Yeet.
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 Bye.
Bye, Mom.